They have sent several mercenaries and trainers to our area. The agents have descended into the Sahel to carry out barbaric, cowardly attacks against our people, hoping to revolt them.
Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso, has sent a warning to African leaders and Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness. We are talking about the puppets. So do not fear if you are an African leader. This speech that Ibrahim Traore has said, it has a lot that has shocked the world. I'm talking about Jamaica because when the musicians of Jamaica, the like of Bob Marley, were talking about or were condemning or were protesting against oppression from the Babylon, they were talking about Africa. They wanted political and social change in Africa. And that's why this speech of Ibrahim Traore has a lot of impact to Jamaica at large. And that's where Jamaica comes from. Let's listen to this and then we'll react about it.
This continent has suffered so much and continues to suffer because of imperialists. These imperialists have only one cliché in mind. Africa is the empire of slaves. This is how they see Africa. For them, Africans belong to them. Our lands belong to them. Our subsoil belongs to them. They have never been able to change the logic until today. This is deplorable. But how do they proceed? Unfortunately, it is since the 1960s that these 6,000 acres of independence have been given to Africa. They have just placed local valets at the head, according to them, of their sub-prefecture to be able to continue to feed them. These local valets, which we are going to call today the slaves of Salon, have other goals. They want to live like the master, to satisfy the master, and to do everything that the master dictates to them. They steal, they plunder our states, they bring everything to the master, and their wealth is kept with the master. They do everything to live like the master and always satisfy him. Do you know who these slaves of Salon are? Well, we are going to explain to you what they are. They are individuals who have no dignity, who have no morals, who have no personality. But the master slave has always known how to identify these individuals. They are always ready to betray their brother, to satisfy the master. They have betrayed us since independence, and others continue to betray us to the benefit of their master. These individuals continue, against all odds, to help the master plunder Africa. They like to say it every year. In their economic polls, Burkina is the poorest country, Mali is the poorest country, Niger is the poorest country. We are ranked among the last. Very well, if we are as poor as they say. But when the time has come to take responsibility, we have asked this master to leave the place. Why don't they want to leave? When we take the case of Niger, for more than 40 years, some countries have been exploiting uranium to produce energy at home. From Ottawa to Paris, the streets are illuminated. It is the light. But in Niger, it is the darkness that has served us. When you go to our states, our soils are full of precious metals, such as gold. But often there is not even the slightest road accessible to reach the areas where they exploit gold, even less certain basic social services. This is why we have decided to revolt and take the fate of our countries into our own hands. There are many other examples. But when we decided so, we were approached by some saloon slaves to pass on the message of their master.
pour nous passer le message de leur maître. Parce qu'ils avaient créé
because they had created this kind of polymer chain that rises to the heads of our states to serve them.
pour les servir. Et nous sommes venus briser la chaîne.
And we came to break the chain. And it is inconceivable for them.
Ils nous ont donc approchés et ils nous ont
They
demandé
approached
de
us
rentrer dans
and
l'air
asked us to enter the ranks, to make the elite leave that must lead Africa.
qui doit diriger l'Afrique. Parce qu'ils ont une élite formée et formatée.
Because they have an elite formed and formatted that must follow, that is embedded in this chain. We refused to enter their ranks. And then the hostilities began.
Les hostilités ont commencé. Et ils ont fait fourvoyer dans nos zones.
They have sent several mercenaries and trainers to our area. The agents have descended into the Sahel to carry out barbaric, cowardly attacks against our people, hoping to revolt them.
Espérer les révolter. En plus de ces attaques sur le terrain,
In addition to these attacks on the ground, the attacks on communication, manipulation, and disinformation are full in their ranks.
mais les peuples du Sahel ont compris.
But the people of the Sahel have understood, and we will never be able to be manipulated again. They know where they come from, they know what they are doing, and they know where they are going.
Nous n'allons plus permettre cela.
We will no longer allow this. People are awake, and people are fighting today, not for ourselves, but for future generations.
Et merci à tous pour le combat qui est livré. Cela ne nous fait jamais
And
pleurer.
thank you all for the fight
Nous
that is
n'allons
being
pas
fought.
trembler. Nous allons
This will never
affronter.
make us
Nous
cry.
allons nous
We will
battre
not
pour
tremble.
l'indépendance
We
réelle.
will fight. We will fight for real independence, for our freedom.
Parce que pour faire peur au peuple de l'AES,
Because to scare the people of the Sahel, these individuals have only 3 terms in their mouths:
démocratie,
democracy,
liberté,
freedom,
droit de l'homme.
human rights.
Bien sûr,
Of course, their local values are only elected in a democratic, free, and transparent process according to their values.
démocratique, libre et transparent selon eux leurs valeurs. Quoi de plus normal?
What is more normal that we want to impose this on ourselves because it is they who dictate the rules.
Très bien. Nous avons décidé de nous assumer.
Very well, we have decided to take responsibility.
2023,
Do you know why on June 26, 2023, when Niger decided to turn the page, the slaves of Salon and their masters got on the big horses?
et leurs maîtres sont montés sur les grands chevaux. Ils ont mis leurs valets locaux en avant.
They put their local values forward and decided to wage a war against the Nigerian people. So we said, anyone who dares to take up arms against Niger will face us.
Au Niger. Nous aura en face. Parce que
Because we
nous
will
mènerons
wage a
une
merciless
guerre
war
sans
until the
merci
last drop of blood
jusqu'à la
for anyone
dernière
who
goutte
dares
de
to
sang
attack our states.
Pour quiconque osera s'attaquer à nos États. Cette parole,
This word, this decision we made yesterday, is current today and will be current tomorrow and forever.
et sera d'actualité demain et pour toujours. Ainsi, naquit l'AES
Thus, we acquired the AES on September 16, 2023,
dans une
in a
architecture
mutual
de
defense
défense
architecture.
mutuelle.
But we felt it necessary to extend and therefore enlarge the AES
De
architecture.
prolonger et d'agrandir donc l'architecture de l'AES. Ce qui nous rassemble aujourd'hui
What brings us together today must allow us to go to other areas in addition to defense, including finance and economy, infrastructure, health, education. In short, I
j'en
pass.
passe. Je souhaite donc que ces moments soient pour nous une histoire.
So I hope that this moment will be for us a story that we will write for the AES, but especially for Africa and for the whole world.
Que Dieu illumine tout un chacun de nous. Que
May
Dieu
God
nous
illuminate each and
inspire
every
dans
one
ces
of
tâches
us.
qui nous sont confiées.
May God inspire us in these tasks that are entrusted to us. And above all, that when we do all our work, that we have in mind only one thing:
l'intérêt suprême de nos populations.
the supreme interest of our people. On this, we pray once again, good God, that He accompanies us all in our different
Dans nos
tasks,
différentes tâches, qu'il protège nos combattants, qui, grâce à eux, nous
that He
permettent
protects
d'être
our fighters,
assis
who, thanks to them, allow us to sit here and exchange about the future of our states. So be grateful once again, Nigerian people. Be united and united, people of the AES, the homeland or death.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back, LevyMade TV. Now, you have heard about Ibrahim Traore.
Yes.
What he has said. And I get it like he is talking, this message was direct to the puppets, to those puppets who are the slaves to the foreign powers, to those presidents who are, they are just working for their masters. For example, we're going to talk about Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness have been accused so many times that he is a puppet to the US. He's a puppet to the white supremacy. Kenyan president have been accused to be a puppet to the US. Ghanaian president, Nigerian president, all of these presidents, most of them have been accused to be puppets to the people, to the white people. So you have heard the speech.
Yeah.
Do you think most of the puppets, he has called them salon slaves? Slaves of Salonia. What do you say about the speech? React something about the speech.
The guy is telling the truth. The guy is speaking pure truth, and it's just risky, but he's telling the truth. At the end of the day, something has to be done. At the end of the day, something has to be spoken, because Africa is our land, and Africa is our home. We have been through slavery for a very long time, and people have been taking advantage of us for a very long time. Now it gets to a point when we have to turn around, because we can't take it anymore.
What makes a president of a country has power over its people? He has been chosen by the people of the country. He has everything on his hands. What do you think makes them to be puppets of the white supremacy? What makes them to listen much to the white supremacy rather than listening to the people they are leading?
I have told you this before, and I will tell you again. Greedy. Greediness is killing our leaders so much, our politicians so much. They want all the times to be seen. They want all the times to have a possession of a huge possession. Okay? And so because of that, when they are promised something, maybe when they are kept safe, maybe when their properties are kept, when their pockets are full, they would not hesitate to keep selling us to the white people all the times and all the moments. So we shall keep on being slaves. We shall keep on being criticized and be done all the things that are being done unto us, because people who are leading us, they are greedy. People who are leading us, they want to have pockets full all the times. You have heard Traore when he said these people, they are serving their masters, and their masters, they want to live like the master. So for them to live like the master, they have to serve the master. Okay? And the master is taking care of them. The master is providing security for them. The master is protecting their wealthy, their wealth and their richness. The master is actually protecting their interests. Okay? So because the master is doing all that, they will also do everything possible to make sure they are doing what? They're satisfying the master.
This is the kind of speech that will make Ibrahim Traore to have a lot of troubles with the white supremacy. Like there have been a number of coups happening in Burkinafaso because there's rebel groups. Do you think these rebel groups represent the people of Burkina Faso, or is it just a man-made rebel groups from the white oppressors? So just to catalyst
That is very true.
the removal of Ibrahim Traore.
That is very true. It has happened before. It's happening again. it will continue happening until we say no to it. Okay, because right now Ibrahim has given a speech, a speech that is very strong. It's a very strong speech. It's a speech that it needs to be taken seriously, because now I know that France, because he has been actually addressing France and the United States indirectly, but directly again. And now I think they cannot just be quiet. They must do something, because they'll feel like these people, because when France has been working with the previous president who has been there before Traore comes in, before Traore took over. Okay, now the president was entertaining them, and he was the person who was serving the master. Okay, and now that Traore is in there, he doesn't entertain them anymore, because he's not up to satisfying the master. He's up to satisfying the people, because he knows that that country belongs to the people of Burkina Faso. It doesn't belong to the government of France. It doesn't belong to the government of the United States. It doesn't belong to the government of the whites. And now I know that these people are going to do everything possible to make sure they are bringing Traore down. Okay, it has happened, and these people, they can do anything they want to do. They can even arrange a group of rebels, African people, because when Traore,
fellow black people,
when Traore is talking about a person betraying a brother, he knows what he's saying. These are the things that have been happening all the times. So those people can even just mobilize a group of people, black people, a brother to you, who will now come and try to do, it's like he's opposing you. Okay, and you see, those people are not doing that. They're doing that because they want to do that. They're doing that because poverty has infiltrated our land. Okay, and therefore, if they are promised something, if the master has promised to keep themselves somehow, they won't hesitate to actually satisfy the master, or to actually attend to the assignment that the master is going to assign to them. Okay, so they have not realized, they have forgotten that the person they are actually criticizing, they're actually humiliating, when we're passing through pain, is a fellow brother. Okay, and possible outcomes of that kind are likely to come anytime soon, because the statement that Traore has made is a very delicate, and it's a very strong statement that now it has opened the eyes of many people here in this African land, in our African land.
Okay.
Because we have leaders here in Africa who have been waiting for something like that to happen. Maybe for one person to come out and speak that way, they have not seen even a single one. Now when Traore has spoken, we have those people who are willing to do the same thing Traore is doing. They have not been able to found and to get an opportunity to do the same thing. Now they will come out from there. But because the masters does not want that kind of thing to happen, they will come in and they are gonna make everything possible to make sure they are blocking everything that is gonna happen.
Now, this something that a brother selling a brother is happening in Africa. Like, for example, the war that's going on in Congo, most of them, you will never see soldiers from the white countries coming and beating people. It's only black brothers, and it is being said, it is believed that it is being sponsored. One of the African president is used to create chaos and in Congo. Now we see it every time. Like when we had Muammar Gaddafi, he was doing something good, he was talking good, he wanted change for the nation. He was sold by the brothers and he was killed by his own black people. Now, this message of Ibrahim Traore is touching Jamaica too, because when reggae musicians of Jamaica, the like of Bob Marley, were singing about social and political change, they were condemning or they were protesting against oppression from the Babylon. They were talking about Africa, they were talking about Caribbean, where we have black people, because these two the continent of Africa and this our extension country of Caribbean, more so, for example, Jamaica, we are the one who are suffering from this issue of perpetuation, this issue of oppression, the issue of neo-colonization. Just for example, Jamaicans people, most of them they are complaining that there's mining going on in the country, and they are not aware, but the Prime Minister of Jamaica knows what's going on. There's been issues going, our topic going around that Chinese people gonna take gonna take the Jamaican country. Now, so when Ibrahim Traore talks about the issue on this speech, he touches Africa at large, the leaders of Africa and the Caribbean and the Jamaican at large, because Jamaicans are our brothers. Now, whatever I see here is that we may have other politicians, African politicians, who will join Traore.
Yes.
But there is others who will see that this is a young boy. At 38, what are you saying?
Yeah, sure.
What are you telling us at that? We have been here, like of Museveni. He will say, we have been here for long. We have ruled for long. Yes. You have just come yesterday. A boy of yesterday, you were born when already I am a president. Because
but
how long has Museveni ruled?
Many years. It has been over 40 years.
I think we'll talk about that. Yeah. So they will say that you are a boy. What do you think we can do? You think talking alone can bring change? Or African people, what do we need to do so that we can do away with this issue?
Let me tell you something. There is a problem that we have, and this problem, I don't know if it is in human beings or maybe it is in Africans alone. There's this problem that people are working on like people are doing things on selfish gains. Because someone is doing something not because maybe someone is doing something because he knows after doing this there's something I'm going to gain out of this. Okay, and that has been a very big problem, and we have to fight, because if we don't fight, then we are going to find ourselves in a big trouble. And you see, the only thing that can help Africa right now are the people of Africa, not the leaders, maybe not the politicians. The only thing that is going to help Africans are the people of Africa, not the leaders of Africa, not the politicians of Africa. Because politicians of Africa, they cannot help. You will only find one out of 100 who is ready to bring a change. Okay? Because even the Ibrahim Traore who is speaking right now, he was not a politician. He was a military leader. Okay? He has come out because he's not a politician. That is why he's talking the things that he's speaking, the things he's speaking today. Because politicians cannot help. Politicians are always politicians. Before someone becomes a politician, he sees, he does a career. Okay? And every career, there must be an income. Are you getting my point? Yeah. So when you find an opportunity that makes you earn more, maybe that pays more, that is where you do what? That is where you stand. So if a master would come and tell you, now I will do this for you, I will do this for you, I will do this for you, and now I want you to do this for me and do this for me and do this for me, that is what you will exactly do. Are you getting my point? And it becomes very hard for a politician to actually bring a change. Here in Africa, a lot of politicians, they have been given instructions, or maybe they have been told to do certain things, and they have done those things because number one, they fear to be taken down, and number two, they know if I do this, I may escape being taken down and I will find some gains. Okay? It's very hard to find a president who would, like, for example, let us take an example of Yoweri Museveni. Yoweri Museveni, when they wanted to introduce the LGBTQ, what did he say? He said no. Okay? Yeah. And he didn't fear. He said no. That one cannot happen in this country. Okay? And he was threatened, but there is some people you cannot threaten. Someone like Museveni, is very hard for you to threaten such kind of a person, because that's a guy that doesn't fear anything. And that is the problem that is killing African politicians. There is some kind of fear that has been instilled into us that is making us actually do some other things. We have been enslaved. Okay, and because we are having that kind of fear, we cannot be able to do things that we are supposed to do. We are doing things that we are being asked. we are being asked to do. And that is what is called manipulation. Are you getting my point? And therefore, the only thing we can do, and the only people who can actually help or maybe deliver African land from the hands or maybe from the mouths of the
Oppressors.
Of the oppressors, it is the people.
The people.
Okay? For example, when someone like Ibrahim Traore is standing and speaking that way, the people of Burkina Faso needs to come out, all of them, and say in one voice that we are going by what Ibrahim Traore has said. Okay? Number 2, the people who are thinking about betraying a brother killing a brother fighting a brother, they should understand that these are our fellow brothers, and what they are doing, they are fighting for the good future of this country. Are you getting my point? Let me give you a very good example. Before African countries began getting independence, there was a fight. And it is not the leaders who were fighting. It was the people who were fighting. Because if a person can come out and fight, even a leader gets strength of fighting also.
Okay.
Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
But if people wouldn't have fought, those people would never have gone out of Africa. They would still be living here in Africa, and they would still be actually oppressing us. Okay? One thing we need to understand as Africans, it is that we and those people, those white people from those lands, we and them, there is no difference. What is killing us again is that we think that there is difference between us and them. We think that they are better than us. We have failed to understand that we are even more better than them.
Yeah.
Have you realized that Africans are stronger than the white people?
Yeah.
Even health-wise. Okay? And so we have got a lot of advantages that if we actually focus on them, we are going to bring this people down. Because they have taken advantage of us for a very long time. And because we think they are more than us, because we think they are better than us, because we think they are stronger than us, that is why we shall keep on being oppressed and oppressed every day. But we have to stand out as Ibrahim Traore has done.
Okay.
These politicians stand out and make a difference. Because even if you are killed, for example, if Ibrahim Traore is killed today, we will know that he has been killed. Okay? You want to tell me that the people of Burkina Faso will sit down? Because he has already spoken out. That is the person that it is very difficult for you to kill right now. Okay? But I want to ask a question. If we shall continue serving them, for how long are we going to be in slavery? For how long are we going to suffer? So, it is hard, it's painful, it's difficult. Blood will be shed, but at the end of the day, we have to ask these people to leave our country because they are calling us poor. When they are calling us poor, they are still invading in our countries. So if we are poor, what are you doing in our country? Can't you go to your country? If I am poor, leave me alone.
Very true.
Because you don't go to a house that is poor and stay there. If I am poor, as you say, if indeed I am poor, as you say, what are you doing in my country? Leave my country.
Very true.
Yeah.
Now, you have heard from Levimed TV, one of the Pan-Africanists talking about the speech of Ibrahim Traore. Tell me what you think on the comment section, because if we are poor as Africans, what are you doing in our country? Then go back to your country, because, you understand. Tell him on the comment section what do you think. Until next episode, peace be with you.